Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. I have finished hard work on the farm, that is plowing that huge field with that little tractor. And anyway, it took a long time to get there. Now, this has been bugging me, and you guys know this. The way that thing looks with that on top just doesn't look right. So somebody pointed out that the actual dump truck bed on this truck holds 40,000 liters, as opposed to this is like 50. So we're going to save ourselves some money. It's stupid to sell. I'm probably going to lose about $3,000 or $4,000 doing this, but it gives us some money back, and we're going to actually reconfigure this truck to be a dump truck. I don't think the price changes, as the truck is so expensive to start with. So let's go ahead and customize this guy, and that's not what I want. We're looking for is a dump bed. Does it have a closed back? Yeah. And we can switch back and forth to the flatbed if we want to, but even that wouldn't be realistic because look, that flatbed's a much longer frame than the dump bed. You'd have to buy a different truck. But let's see. We're gonna make that match. There we go. That looks cool. That's a pretty cool truck, huh? So we'll go ahead with that. It costs $3,400. Wow, to paint it. But okay, that's what we get. That looks cool. That's much more realistic. Definitely more what I was looking for. And in the winter, we can use it to do salt. So we need to get back to the farm, and I'll show you what we've done. In the meantime, we'll take a ride in the Ford. Basically, the interior is the lizard truck interior, the cheap one, with the Ford steering wheel. I don't have a problem with that. It works okay for me because it's a good-looking interior. So this is not the interior that the truck would actually have in real life. It would have a different interior for sure because these are old trucks. These trucks were made in I want to say the 80s, late 80s, maybe early 90s. And maybe even earlier than that. They used to have a school bus based on this truck model, and several school systems in the area that I lived had them. They also had, my favorite school bus was the International, the International Harvester school bus. If you guys remember those. Then there's Bluebird, the flat front bus, but this is they use these two for those same school buses. So, and boy, is that a dangerous front for a bus because you can't see if there's kids or anything like that going on. Whoa, we're going really fast. Wow. But I like this truck. This is going to be a good truck, and I feel like it's a little bit more realistic. And it does have a trailer hitch too, so we can pull. You know, I should have brought that the lime thing back. Oh well. I think that's our. We're going to fertilize, and I'm going to put some lime down because our fields. I think the one field needs it for sure. I'm not sure about the other one, but we'll check it. That's cool. So the cover opens up. I want to see if that would do it, and sure enough, it did. Cool. In general, you keep that up. I mean, unless you're, well, I don't know, I guess. So here we are. I don't know if you guys have seen the farm yet itself. I think we've been out doing work the whole time. Here it is. This is the shop where we store our tractors and stuff. Any kind of power equipment I'm going to store in here. So we'll put our dumper in here. We're not going to need this truck for a while. It's going to sit here on the farm for... Well, the harvester will go in the other barn because it's larger. There we go. So, let's take a look at our field. I finished up, but I do have one little patch I need to get done here. So I figured you guys could join me in That other field doesn't need to be plowed, thankfully, 11. So we're just going to plow this one. I think we're going to have a lot of crop on these fields. I think we're going to make some okay money. I'm scared of that loan. We're going to try to pay that loan off pretty quick once we start making money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Can I plow this? Nope, I can't. Look at that. It just won't plow. It's a pretty cool demo, though. So let's go ahead and... I'm going to try to flatten that land a little bit and see if we can't fix that. So we'll go into our landscaping tools. If not, it's not the end of the world. But I think that we have... I forget what the controls are, so... Smooth, flatten. Both mouse buttons. There we go. All right. Let's move in the background, sleeping. / coughing. So let's see if we can now plow that area. So you guys get to have a little plowing action in your life. And then we'll just return that plow because we're done with that. And I don't think we're going to need it again because it's, I think it's this one. Allow create fields. Should, yep, good. We're tearing that up. And it still needs to be flattened some more. Look at that. It's not perfect. But we can plow it now. But we're gonna run that again, and I'll run the flatten tool over it. We just want to make that as flat as possible. So back to the landscaping tool, which is here. Oh, it's weird. It's making bumps. Not happy about that. Raise, lower, smooth is the middle mouse button, so we'll do that. It's not working. That's annoying. Flatten, right button. Maybe, why? You gotta keep pressing it. The disease spreads. It's like viral bacteria spreading across the map. So I'm gonna have to replow this whole segment, which sucks. I'm unhappy. But we gotta keep pressing it. That's the thing. I wasn't doing that. I'm multi-pressing now. And that seems to be working. We're actually flattening the surface out, so it's funny that it makes it go back to grass. Did that work? Yeah, that looks much better. So I'm gonna go ahead and we can hang out while I do this, but we're gonna flatten this. We get the really exciting task today of cultivating all of this. Then we need to spread lime. Then we need to plant when we're ready. So this has been interesting. We'll see how this goes. Once again, now, I had a bunch of people talking on the last video. I complained a little bit about sticking with using the New Holland on 2 videos. But one thing, first of all, even though this is my tractor also on the multiplayer on Lone Oak, I don't usually drive my tractor much because there's many big tasks that we have to do on those farms. More often than not, I'm driving a truck or a harvester or running a bigger tractor. So while this tractor may show up once in a while on the Lone Oak series, it's not going to show up much. On this series, it's going to show up more. So I really don't mind using it again. Also, a lot of people suggested different quote-unquote cheap John Deere models. None of them had the same horsepower for price. And the other issue I ran into was that none of them had the ability to have care wheels. And later on, when we start to do crop maintenance in the year, we're going to need care wheels on this tractor. So those were all cool tractors. I tried a 4,000 series, a 7,000 series, a 5,000 series, and an 8,000 series. All of them were pretty cool, except for I think it was the 4,000 looked like crap. Like it really was a poor mod. I don't know. You know, I try to find good mods, but I'm not finding them. But the price was good. It was like $34,000, which that's cheap for a tractor, and it gives you a lot of horsepower. It was like it could go up to, I think at 70,000, it could go to. Hang on, we'll take a look at it real quick. I know you guys like looking at the John Deere tractors. Was it under large? No, it's under maybe medium. Here we go. This guy, good price. Crappy looking mod. Unfortunately, I like it, but look at this. Like, this is really junk here. But it's 155, so it's not enough horsepower, and it doesn't have crop wheels. So that eliminated that one from the. Then we have the 7800 model. Starts as a 7600 with 140. It comes up with 5 horsepower short of what I already have. So that doesn't really do me any good either, because I need to have at least 180 for the equipment that I picked. But it's close enough. We probably could get away with it. And this one's cool because it does do. I like the look of this tractor. Look at them, weird. But it doesn't have care wheels. See that? There's no care wheels. And if you do the different designs, it doesn't change the wheels. It just changes the light. Put weights on. That's pretty cool. We could have Mitas wheels, which I don't, but still you don't get the care wheels. And you can have Michelin wheels, but still no care wheels. I mean, there are care wheels used as the double tire, but they're not using anyway. So this tractor was close, and I could have possibly done that, but once again, there's no care wheels. 8000 series, same thing. Great price for the amount of horsepower. This is 120 for almost or an over 200 horsepower tractor. This model looks fairly good. Not terrible looking. You know, it's pretty detailed. Looks almost as good as the in-game John Deere's. I would pass this one and use it. You know, so maybe on a different farm we'll use these, but once again, it's 2-wheel drive too, I believe. Those front wheels don't look there. You can have fenders. It's pretty cool. That's a nice looking tractor. I'd love that right there. That's a nice looking tractor right there. And it can go up to 320 horsepower at 164,000. That's pretty dang cheap. So those are the tractors that I looked at. And I just came back to this one because it was the best price and the best bang for the buck. This one could have worked too, but well, what does that go up to? Let's see. This is 155. Once again, I think the engine's going to be the same problem that we're going to run into. Yeah, 155. So it's just not enough horsepower. So that's my dilemma. And so we are sticking with the New Holland. I could have subbed that in, you know, and gone, oh, look, you know, but I've decided not to do that. I really don't want to do that. I want to try to stick to what we got. So the truck, that was a doable thing. In real life, we would have had to buy that dumper the way it was. You couldn't convert, you know, a hook lift truck to, you'd have to chop the frame and all that stuff, and that's not real. But so didn't work out the way that I wanted it to necessarily, but still, I'm happy with the results. This tractor is cool, and it's beefy enough for what we got. The price point's right, and it's a little different than what we normally have, and it has care wheels, and that's the big thing. We need an all-purpose tractor to start with. Eventually, like I said, we can get fancy and go with a tractor that you know, maybe a larger tractor like a John Deere or something like that you know is a good price but has a lot of horsepower. But to be honest with you, especially that 4000 was just terrible looking, and I want it to look. I mean, it's such a cool tractor. We had one in 17 that looked better than that. You know, it's like, wow, where did you get this from? So I'm trying to find, if anybody knows of a good one that can also get care wheels, which I'm sure it won't have both, but even if you know a good 4000 or vintage John Deere model that looks the part, that looks this good, let me know. As you guys know, one of the reasons why I don't do mod reviews on my channel is because I am super picky, and I think that people don't like that. they will get you'll get thumbs down for putting up negative reviews. So I just don't bother because it's like I got tired of getting negative reviews on videos where I picked on the product. And once again, these are for free. So yeah, it is petty of me to pick on it because it's like, you know, I didn't pay for this. I got the mod for free, so you know it's all cool. But so I'm a jerk for being petty. But the bottom line is, it's not what I want. I want it to be perfect, and it's not. Yeah, in real life, you also wouldn't go 25 miles an hour over a plowed field. You'd bounce out of your seat and get killed. The ridges would do you in. We're going to turn this over, and we're going to fold it. I think I might have been plowing with it folded. Oh, God. That would have taken a lot longer. Maybe. Can you fold it when it's on this side? Let's see. No, you can't. So it was fine. It was not folded. Thank God. I was about to scream bloody murder. I spent all day. I mean, look what time it is. It's, you know, what do we start? Like at 9 o'clock in the morning? It rained all day, too. The reason why nothing's muddy is because it rained and it rained and it rained, and I didn't really get muddy until it just stopped raining maybe half an hour ago. And my tractor has stayed clean, so yeah, there we go. I'm so used to mid-Ohio where there's no traffic. I gotta be careful because now there is. So anyway, it cleared up. Looks like it's nice. It's gonna rain later again though. So we got partly cloudy though. It looks like totally sunny to me. This does not look like partly cloudy, but it is supposed to rain again later, so. So I'm digging this tractor. And this tractor's digging up my fields. Sweet. But I think this was a good fit for this farm. Don't you? Oh, Lord, I'm going to get run over by a cement truck. See if he's paying attention. Oh, Lord. Oh! Oh, he's not! You. What a. You douche. Oh! Son of a bitch. Edit. Yeah, I said some bad words. What a... Gotta watch the traffic on this map. Are they paying attention? Nope. I kept thinking I heard Ryan down in the basement jamming on his guitar, and what I'm hearing is the motor from that airplane. So we're headed up to the dealership, and we're going to grab the cultivator next. I'm going to return this plow. We're done with it. I'm not planning on growing any crops that require us to do rotation, though eventually we might have to, because I think with seasons you have to grow different crops on the field and leave it fallow sometimes and do stuff like that. So it's got a bit of a bite to it. And I've learned from my other Starweiss map that I definitely don't want to run myself down to having no money, because this year we're going to need... If we can make it until fall, we'll be okay, but we're going to need literally thousands of dollars, to pay off the loan. Once again, somebody advised me after I started the game, like, oh, it's a really bad idea to have a huge loan, because it's like $2,000 or $3,000 a night. So we're times what's 2,000 times 9? Well, it was $18,000. So each season's going to cost $18,000 to survive. So hopefully these crops will provide enough that we can survive. We'll have to see. Wow, the traffic is bad. This is the first time I've actually taken the tractor out on the road. I've been cheating and cutting across the field, so shh, don't tell anyone. Doesn't work with our role play, does it? Alrighty, there's the place. So let's go ahead and return this, and then I'll skip time for you guys, and I'll be back. I'll kick back when I get down to my field and start the work. Got some big equipment for sale here, some different tractors, and so we'll drop this off right here. So now I got a big job ahead of us. I got to cultivate both fields. Man, this is going to be... I'm just thinking how we're going to survive this. Like, this is not going to be easy. All right, well, we're going to get to work. I'll be back in a couple minutes, guys. I'm going to go ahead and ferry this back to the farm, and we'll see you when it's time to plow or cultivate. Whoa! I'm just making up for all the burps that Moni's done. It's my turn to belch. There's a man burp for you. We are at the field here. Well, we're at the farm, and we're pulling into our little farm. We have no grain. We've got no money. We're broke. It's like real life. But we're going to get some cultivation done. Cultivation. A cultivation. What's weird is I don't know why I didn't. There's another one that I should have picked. Let's see. Maybe it pulled too much. No, there it is. Oh, that's why I didn't pick it. Okay, 245 horsepower. Okay. It's a roller. Those are pretty cool. They have those in Farm Expert too. It was the first time I'd ever seen one of those. And I made the mistake of rolling it like I rolled the... I rolled and cultivated, and it just basically double cultivated it. It didn't do anything. I know. It said on the thing that rolling the description went, rolling the field helps the seed contact the soil better. So my thought was, wrongly, that I was supposed to roll the seed into the field. So I planted the field, and then I began to roll it. And I'm like, that's interesting that the field texture is changing to a more cultivated look. Yeah, so I cultivated all that seed under and ruined the field. So then I learned after that you just use the rollers to cultivate. You don't use them to actually like double roll the seed. It was just a rookie mistake, but yeah. So now we use this. This one has kind of a roller slash. This has the discs, which break up the clumps, and then you have the roller which flattens it out in the back there. That roller takes the dirt and spreads it out and makes it nice and flat. So basically we're turning the earth. And these diskers make it so that you don't really have to necessarily plow your fields anymore. A lot of farmers just do cultivation now. They don't run plows because the plow, obviously, if you do it every couple years, it does bring up nutrients from the bottom. But you don't want to do it too often because you'll dry the soil out. It actually ruins the soil. And that we've learned that over the last probably 30 or 40 years, that it's much better to plow. What's the word I'm looking for? Intermittently, or only when you absolutely have to. You don't want to do it other than that because you will end up ruining your soil. So, come on, little tractor. I'll tell you what, for a two-wheel drive, it's doing pretty well. You know, now that I know what a two-wheel drive looks like, because once again, I'm not a farmer. I am a person who enjoys farming video games, but I don't know a ton about the actual equipment or actual farming. And I think I've made that pretty clear in my videos. Some people still get mad at me. Like on my first video for what was the name of that farm? Brook, Hofgut Brook. I still get comments to this day. I called the hitch. It was a fifth wheel in the back of the pickup truck. I called it a trailer hitch. And I said that it was in the trunk of the pickup. Well, I mean, yeah, it's in the bed of the pickup, and it's called a fifth wheel. I know that. But I'm not a pickup guy, so I just, you know, as I'm recording, I say stupid stuff, and I don't mean it. I'm just not thinking straight or not caring, because I don't really care about pickups. I know there's many pickup fans out there that, but you guys know from hanging around me long enough that I'm not. I could care less about a pickup truck. I don't. I will say this, though. I'm going to put a caveat in there. I've always been a huge fan of the Jeep Comanche. I love that pickup truck. I would buy one if I could find one and afford it. And the other pickup truck that I'm a big fan of is the new, is it called the Commander? What is that new Jeep? It's not the Gladiator. Oh my God. It's basically a classic Jeep with a pickup bed. And I can't for the life of me think of what it's called now. I'm going to have to look it up here. Hang on, while we're driving, I'm looking up on my phone. I know this, guys. It'll come to me. Hopefully, it's not the Commander. The Commander's that big one. Gladiator, that's it. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. That's really lame, Arthur. You should remember those kind of things. But yeah, the Jeep Gladiator is a pretty sweet truck, and I would buy one of those in a heartbeat because it holds 4 people. It's got trunk space. It also has a removable roof, so it's fun to drive. It's got decent off-road capabilities, and it's a severe truck. Now, the downside is I probably would still end up getting the one with the road wheels because the gas prices are, you know, pretty good right now, but you know, when they go up, because they will, you know, we just had like a 30 cents tax increase in Ohio on gas. When those prices go up, I don't want to be stuck with a vehicle that gets, you know, 8 miles to the gallon. Plus, those off-road tires are going to be awfully expensive to repair, you know, or replace. They're going to be, you know, more expensive than the road tires, and they are they're going to wear out a lot faster because they're designed for mostly off-road use. So that's the one thing I've seen. The first batch of Gladiators that came out had these huge, like, Rubicon wheels on them. And I'm like, those are cool. Like, that's really neat, but very impractical. So now that they've been getting them back at the dealerships again and the second batch has arrived, I'm seeing a lot of them that don't have, they have road wheels instead of Gladiator wheels, like the Rubicon wheels or whatever. And I'm sure those people are getting much better mileage, and that's probably what I would buy because I never go off-roading. You know, occasionally I'll drive across the grass. You know, go to a concert or something and have to park on the grass. That's about as off-roading as I get. Would I do it at some point if I had money? You have to be willing to wreck your vehicle up to go off-roading. I mean, it's fun, but it does, you know, tear up your car. So I'd have to be willing to let that happen to it, and I don't know that I would. But anyway, I would buy one of those in a heartbeat. So there's the pickup truck that I like. And is it really a pickup truck? No. I mean, you know, come on. It's a light-duty truck. It's not a, you know. But to me, I don't ever haul things. I'm not a contractor. I'm not, you know, doing roofing or farming or whatever. I don't need a pickup truck. Enough about that. But yeah, so my channel, you know, obviously I'm not a farmer. So I slowly am learning about some of these technologies. And second, that, you know, one of the things I know now, and this is from this tractor specifically, two-wheel drive tractors look different. They got little itty-bitty wheels on the front. Not always. Some two-wheel drive tractors you wouldn't be able to tell, but most companies offer two-wheel drive of their same models, and they have that weird bar and wheels. What do you call it? The sway bar or whatever they call that bar that goes across the front there. The See, someone's going to make fun of me because I don't know the name of that. The bar that attaches the wheels. Not the axle, because it's not an axle. It's like a sway bar or something like that. That bar, and then they have the small wheels attached. I saw a Massey Ferguson tractor, a big one, like a 7000 series, the other day on the side of the road. He was working out in the field, and it was a two-wheel drive tractor. It had the little itty-bitty wheels on the front and double wheels on the back, just like this setup right now, but on an even bigger tractor. It was huge. And I was like, hey, two-wheel drive. You live and learn, right? So, all right, so I'm going to get this. Is going to take me like a week because I have to do both of these fields. So I'm going to cut you loose here until we are finished. For you, it'll be like no time has passed at all. It'll just be done. I'll wait till we get up to the top of the field there, and then we'll snap into magic action, and you'll be blown away at how fast this field gets done. It'll seem like no time has passed at all. But anyway, I'm having fun. Hopefully you guys are having fun with this series. It's going to be a challenge once again because we're doing seasons, and I'm not planning on buying any animals yet. You know, maybe down the road we'll do sheep and plant grass here, but I don't like put the grass back where it belongs, replant our lawn. But for now, we're not. For now, we are just we're just going to make some crops and do crop sales and see how we can do if we're actually able to survive. I think the first goal is going to be to pay the loan back, and then we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys when I'm done with this field in no time at all. Well, the sun is going down, and we are just finishing up. This has been a process that has taken us several hours to complete, but we are almost done, and it's been a nice evening. Weather's kind of crappy, but with all those extra wheels, we're not getting stuck. They actually really do help. I know in Farm Expert 17 they had a DLC that was free that added in like mud and rain and terrain handling, and it was already in the game, but they gave you a map that had a lot more mud in it, and the tractors would actually do better if you put multiple wheels on them like this. It helps them not get stuck because you're dispersing the weight across the surface more evenly. However, I don't know that a farmer would be plowing unless the ground was still frozen, which at 39 degrees it's not frozen, but it's pretty cold. It probably would still be pretty hard even though it's raining. As you get into the warmer months, the ground, kind of softens up. But this early into the spring, we're still on the first day of spring, the ground is still probably pretty hard. So, but I thought we would you guys could join me and we can finish this out. I never noticed this before. There's a church down there. That's cute. It's a cute little town. This is one of the reasons why I like this map over Lone Oak. Now, one of my viewers was saying they can't stand the jagged edges along the outside of the field. If you plow it and turn the create fields on, you can get rid of that. But it is, I can see where someone would get annoyed with that. I just feel like this map has a lot more character. Just looking at it even here, like it's got some character to it that I feel like it's missing from Lone Oak. This just feels more like real life. All right, so we're done here. Lone Oak's a great map, though. Don't get me wrong, but this one to me feels more like home. I've been through, obviously I live in the Midwest. I've been through a lot of Midwestern states, and this is what it looks like, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Wisconsin, Ohio, even in Indiana. Indiana's flatter. Western Ohio and Indiana are pretty flat, but they have places like this too. So I just feel like this is a much better representation of what the Midwest looks like. And Lone Oak is definitely supposed to be out in Oregon, but it doesn't look like Oregon to me. I don't know. But this really feels like the heartland of America, and that is what why I probably like it so much. It really just does feel like that Midwest feel. So we're going to bring the tractor home. It's pretty clean because it's been raining and it's keeping it rinsed. I got fuel for it and serviced it and stuff, so... Wait a minute. Is that our pickup truck? Wait a minute. That's just a decoy. Because we have this pickup truck in the game, but at least I have a mod of that pickup truck in the game. And I was using one that looked just like it, but couldn't afford it for this round, so... Alright, so we're going to fold this up. We're still going to rinse it off a bit, because it looks like it's a little bit... Is that muddy? No, it's clean. It doesn't need to be rinsed. So we're going to put that into... Did I buy a washer? I thought I did. I thought the washer was right here outside the shop, but walk around a little bit and see what I can find. It's starting to get to be nighttime here. I swear to God I bought a washer. But apparently I didn't. Okay, so we're going to have to buy one. We're not even using those barns yet. Well, this is the refueling station, so I'm going to buy a... oh, come on, Artie. It's under buildings. Ooh, what do we got for placeables? Fermenting silo. BGA and Grimmy Beet Beater. So you can sell stuff. Wow, $150,000 though. But this is cool because you got a miniature BGA without having to buy a BGA. We might do that at some point. I've been told also the only way to really make money in this to start with is to do silage, which unfortunately I'm not doing because I just don't. We've now cut our grass out and made room for a field, but if it doesn't go well, we might have to do a start over again, and next time aim towards silage production, which means we wouldn't buy a harvester, which would save us $150,000. We would only be buying grass working equipment, which means we wouldn't have to have a tractor that has care wheels, which opens some options up for John Deere stuff, but anyway. I hope I didn't just screw that up by putting it in the gas trigger, but let's see what happens. Okay, the gas filled up all the way. And we're going to do this. Yep, nope, still works. Good. Tractor's muddy even though it's been mostly rained on. Mud still permeates things when it's raining. So you still see there's some... There we go. That's nice and clean now. And we'll go ahead and open this up. And I think... Let me see where we're going to park this. I don't think I bought seed dispensers or anything either, which we're going to need to do. So we'll do that before we end the episode too, because we're going to need to have all those. Oh, it's going to cost a fortune. We're not going to have any money left over. Is there a lime station on the farm? Where's the nearest lime station? Ooh, the biogas plant used to be... Oh, yeah, it is by Field 11. There you go. Crystal Sugar. Oh, Lord, we don't have a lime station. That's not good. That doesn't bode well. Harvester's going to go here. I might bring the rest of my equipment home, too, before we end this episode, because we got... It's a little... I think we're on the long side, actually, but whatever. I don't mind if the videos are a little bit longer. We try to make them about half an hour. Sometimes they'll be shorter. Sometimes they'll be longer. Let's go take a look here and see what's going on with our lime station. There's not one. Okay. Oh, boy. We got some space out here, so this is good. We're going to stop right there. Stop right... Oh, wait. Is that a line? I thought I placed all these, but lo and behold, I must not have. No, that's... Looks like a line, but it's not. It's just decoration. Dang. Okay, so we need to place some placeables. We need to have our... And they're not very expensive, except for the lime station. The lime station is pricey, but whatever. We got to do it. We need the stuff, so... miscellaneous has our lime. 30,000 bucks. Okay, well, what are you going to do? Ouch. Oh, man, we're just not going to have any money, man. Oh, this is not good. There's a biogas plant for 124,000, by the way. That would be another way to get around that. You'd buy that instead of a harvester. Seeds. Herbicide. Nope. I want a solid fertilizer. We'll do liquid fertilizer. Wait, where'd it go? Liquid fertilizer. Solid fertilizer. These are cheap, thankfully. And what? Herbicide. Okay, so we now have our plethora of places to get stuff. And our seed dispenser. I'm going to run over to the store. I'll catch you back when we're done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're home with the first piece of equipment. And that is our Amazon. I'm going to head back and pick up the sprayer. That's our other piece of equipment that's over there. And I'm going to use the semi-truck to bring over the fertilizer. I mean, there's two fertilizers. One's a sprayer and one's a fertilizer. The tractor has to pull the fertilizer, so I'm going to go do that. So I've been doing some research here. Our new field needs lime. The field number 11 is okay. I was getting a little bit nervous because lime's going to break the bank, but it actually won't. We should be okay on lime. So I think we're going to end up with about $20,000 going into the summer. We're going to go way into the red. I mean, mostly we're just going to be sitting during the summer and waiting. This is going to be a waiting game, and so I'll probably fast forward quite a bit while you guys are going to miss out on, me twiddling my thumbs, because it's just going to be a waiting game. But yeah, there's nothing that's going to be happening during that part because there's no animals to take care of and there's no grass to mow, so I'm just pretty much hanging tough. We got a little bit of grass there. We've mowed or plowed most of our grassland into arable land, so we're gonna see what happens, but this will definitely be a challenge. I'm hoping that we're up for it. So all right, so we're almost done bringing the equipment home. We got once again the harvester. I'm pretty positive I'm going to park the harvester in here because it makes sense. This is a much bigger barn than the other one. So I'm going to put the tractor we're done with, I think, for the night. So we'll put this guy away. Oops. We'll get him tucked in. We're tucking the little tractor for 9 nights. Come here, little tractor, go over 9 nights. Did the bad daddy leave the door closed? Aw, we'll fix that right now. Here you go. Well, it's dark in there. It's kind of creepy. Scary barn. I'm scared. The wiper stopped, thankfully, yes. There should be a switch for a light in here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Ah, much better. Make the barn feel safe. This is a safe place for us to live, not deadly. No spiders. This barn, too, has a light switch somewhere. Is it behind there? No. No. There it is. Now we can turn the flashlight off. There we go. So we'll get back to the truck, I mean. All right, here we are. And this truck has a hitch on the back. We should be able to pull this tipper or the spreader home with our semi truck. And since this truck is so cool, I'll let you guys ride along. Look at that. I love the lights on this truck. Yep, see, he can pull it. So it's cool. So it's like double duty. We don't need a pickup truck. We need this. This is our pickup truck. We got a man pickup truck. And not to be confused with the European brand, but actually a manly pickup truck. This thing's got a seriously fast side to it. It's like a monster. That speed, it's like, man, this thing it holds a lot of gas too. Look at those gas tanks. It's got like this dump truck was meant to carry a load all the way across the United States up into Alaska and then across the Bering Strait. So we're good. We're never gonna need gas in this thing. It's got gas forever. Oh Lord. That turbo kicks in, man, and it's like boosting. Look at that. It's like slow acceleration until the turbo kicks in, and it's like... And since this truck only has one gear, thanks to Giants, let's watch the acceleration. No, it accelerates pretty quick all the way around. Let's stop. We're going to stop with a fully loaded Bradle. Here we go. Wheels are spinning. Look at that, it accelerates faster as it goes. Whoa, because the turbo's kicking in. The curve's pretty flat, but it's pretty much a line rather than a curve. But still, quite an amazing truck. My turbocharged Ford dump truck. Something about it still doesn't look quite right. I think maybe it's got too many wheels. But it's supposed to hold 40,000 liters, so... where are we going to put this thing? Probably... maybe we'll back it into the corner here. That thing is so freaking huge. Ugh, there's really nowhere to not awkwardly put it. I mean, we have those other buildings down there, too, if worse comes to worse. But I think for now, we're okay. Yeah, this is the last unit that's going to go away in here. Cool beans. How cool is that truck? That truck makes this. I mean, it's just so cool. I love it. I think that's going to be our cover photo. Ford in New Holland, a company that was and still is, though not making cars anymore. But all right, so there's a cool picture. But I'm going to go grab the harvester last. We'll be back. Okay, so we got the harvester. We're going to bring this guy home too. And so I'll drive this home. And well, this guy his windshield wiper doesn't work. Look at that. It's a mod. And there's no wiper on there. Oh, there is a wiper, but it's not running. Shoot. Unless this has a separate wipers on. Nope. That's because it's a mod. Oh, well. All right, I'm going to get this home. I'll see you guys in a minute. Hopefully I won't die driving home at slow speeds on the road and not getting killed. See you in a minute. So we've got our mighty little harvester. And this is a mighty small harvester. This is probably not going to cut it for our farm, but what can you do? I'll tell you what, seasons would be a lot easier on this farm with the startup farm where you already own stuff and have a minimal loan. This is going to be much harder to survive because we had to take out such a large loan to do it, and we had nothing to start with. So not only did we have a big loan that we had to take out, but all of our money is spent. If you do the starting from, not the start from scratch, if you do the easy mode or the new farmer mode, you'd find it would be a much easier farm because you start with land and you start with fields and you start with equipment and the barn, and you have $100,000 plus you also have crop that you can sell in the silos, and you have $800,000 or $600,000 of loan available. Maybe 800, depends on the map. Some maps do 800, some maps do 500. But you still have loan available too if you want to take it out. But you already have everything you need, sometimes more. Like, I think it gives you 2 of those case 7120s, and you could sell one of them and get, you know, 70, 80,000 bucks added to the amount that you have already. So it's a much easier start than doing it this way. We definitely probably have bit off more than we can chew, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, if I have a good year and we get, you know, $200,000, $300,000 off those fields, I don't think we're going to, but I'm hoping that we get, you know, $200,000 off those fields. We'll be okay, but we'll see. Once again, seasons changes many things, so we might be in big trouble. I don't know. We'll have to find out as the season goes on, but I think right now we're doing okay. All right, so we got the harvester in place. Everything is home and safe. I'm going to go ahead and close this up, and we'll walk over to the barn, or the house, I mean. And like a dodo, I parked this right in front of my door. I can't get out. There's got to be another way out of here. Oh, yeah, right over here. Okay. And did I close up that other barn? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Good for me. Yay, me. Close that. Make sure the emails are all checked. This is like what I'm going to do in real life here. It's 2 o'clock in the morning in real life, but I still have to process this video and release a video, and so it's just like real life. Everything looks good. I'm ready for bed in real life too. So, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of County Line as we dealt with the rain on the first day of spring, but we did get a lot accomplished. We got the fields plowed and cultivated and ready for planting. We also got all of our equipment home, and I did not close that barn. Son of a biscuit. If I don't do it, we're going to have raccoons in there, so we need to go close it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the beginning, second episode of this. What's going to, I think, going to be an excellent series. We're going to have fun here. Once again, this is my favorite map. So I want to come and play here. Like I am like, you know, really enjoying being on this map, and like I jones to play here. Like I'm like, man, I want to play County Line. So we should be here for quite some time, and hopefully having fun with seasons. We'll see. Could also turn into a real disaster and pain in the butt. So we'll find out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. And hopefully you guys are all home nice and cozy in the cool fall evenings here as we go into fall in real life. Have a great one. See you next time. Bye.